Hi, dear students. Today we would like to have a discussion of our question pattern of plus one English examination. We know that we have 80 marks in the theory examination. There are plenty of discourses that may appear in the question paper. There may have some grammar elements also, and our speed reading and speed writing is essential to score 80 marks out of 80, or to score as much as marks as we deserve. And now, in the first part of the question paper, we may find a prose passage, an unknown passage given. And from that passage, there will have 2 or 3 questions. And those questions normally may carry 1 mark or 2 mark. So total 4 or 5 marks will be there. For that, we have to quickly read that that passage, and then write the answers. Then we may find some grammar elements. One is a reported speech. Normally we may get a conversation, and that we have to report. Then there may have if clause, and normally it is sure to have an edit part. 2 wrong verbs or 2 wrong prepositions may be given in a passage that we have to correct. So normally 2 or 4 marks will be there. And then we may find some suggestions, some advices that as part of the question. Then coming to the discourse pattern, we may find some discourses in 4 mark questions, or 5 mark, 6 mark, 8 mark questions. We may find some discourses. What is discourse? Story is a discourse, speech is another discourse, letter is another discourse, a newspaper report is a discourse, a TV report is another discourse, a profile is another style of writing, a poem review is another discourse. Like that, we have a lot of discourses that we may find in the question paper. Let us have a discussion one by one. Speech. Let us take speech. What is a speech? Normally we communicate to a larger audience. Our idea is being communicated to a larger audience. So in the beginning of the speech, there should be a salutation, there should be an addressing. And we may start with some opening sentences, some quotations like that. And then we may come directly to the topic what we speak about. And then the body part that supports our topic. Then our concluding part, and thank you, like that. And we sum it up and clear it. Normally speech may carry 6 or 8 marks. Now let us have a look at letters. We may find 3 types of letters in the question paper. One is formal letter, an official letter. So the pattern of formal letter is from, then from address, our official address, then to their official address. If you are writing a personal request to an official, then our personal address at the top, then their official address, then the topic, then yours faithfully, then at the bottom place, date, like that, signature. And another pattern of letter is friendly letter, a letter to our friend or our mother, father, wife. Sometimes doctor may write a letter to husband. Like that, some friendly letters may be there. For that we have to write our friendly letter pattern. It should not be a formal letter pattern. We should have some polite or affectionate words that are used in the friendly letter. Then the style of writing is we may write our address only. We need not write their address. We may address them or salute them with an affectionate dear or loving, like that we may salute them. Then we may go into the body of the letter after the introduction, then conclusion. For every letter we need an introduction, body and conclusion. Then letter to editor. And normally, why do we write a letter to editor? Because we would like to inform the editor that there is a serious issue in the society, that please reveal this issue through your newspaper, so that it will be an eye-opener to many. So that will be our normal request. So for that, we have to edify the newspaper in the beginning of the letter. Normally we may write it in the formal letter style. Then in the beginning of the letter we may edify the editor that your newspaper is very influential, it is very popular, that's why I am writing a letter to you, like that. And then we may go to the body, our issue we may discuss. Sometimes it may be deforestation or some pollution issues, or any other issue that you may feel that you have to write. So here also we need a beginning, middle and end portion of the letter. A conclusion also should be there. Now let us discuss about the profile. What is profile? It is the simplest of all the questions, I may say. Why? Because all the details will be given there, and we have to just go through the given details and give flesh and blood to that. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam born this year, so we have to write Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was born, like that it should go. So we have to write the profile in full sentences. Now we may just have one more letter type, that is email. There is no particular change, but the format will be a little bit different. When we write an email, just write at the top, it's an email. Then write any email ID from then to another email ID. Then you may write the normal style of letter. But if it is a formal letter, you may use formal words and the official tone. Then if it is a friendly letter, you may use such affectionate tone and style of writing. Then another discourse that we may find in the question paper is interview. There is a light chance for having such a question. Interview means one person, interviewer, he asks some questions, then the interviewee answers the question. Like that, in a way it's a conversation, but an interview will be there. So questions, there will be, if it is a question carrying 8 marks, then 4 questions, 4 answers. If it is a question carrying 6 marks, then 3 questions, 3 answers. We may find a similar discourse in the question paper, that is conversation. In conversation also, we may find 8 marks normally or 6 marks. Then if it is an 8-mark question, then we have to write 4 plus 4. If it is a 6-mark question, then we have to write 3 plus 3. So serious conversation or friendly conversation, anyhow, it should be a content-oriented conversation. So that is important. Now we may discuss a debate. What is debate? Debate is normally 4 points you have to write. One particular topic will be given. For example, think deforestation should be stopped with immediate effect. Cut. For example, a topic: schools should reopen quickly. That is the topic sentence. You will be asked to write for or against the topic. For means supporting this topic, that schools should open quickly. So you have to write for different sentences supporting this particular topic. If you are asked to write against, then you have to write against. It should not open quickly like that. So your opinion is not important here. What you are asked to write, you have to write. So you have to write only 4 sentences, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. You will get marks for that. Then there is another easy type of discourse, that is travel essay. Travel essay or travelogue, whichever you like, you may call it, or the question will come. It will be sharing of your travel experience. Sometimes the itinerary will be given. Sometimes you will be asked to write your own experience. Anyhow, we have to write almost 200 words to get good marks in that travel essay. What are the major points that we have to keep in mind when we write a travel essay? We have to detail the travel experience. If you have traveled to a particular place, really, then you may share the cultural speciality of that area. You may share the food, specialities of food. Then if there is any special building or special garden or something like that you may just mention. You may give the details of the people with whom you traveled, their experience. So that's up to you. So your travel experience, you are really sharing your travel experience through travel essay. That should be the style of writing. Now we have got 2 types of reporting. One is live TV reporting. So when you make a live TV reporting, the incident is going on. It is live. It is present. So normally you have to use the present tense. Yes, I am here now in the scene, and this is happening. So a lot of people are here. Like that, it should move on according to the topic. Then another type of reporting is newspaper reporting. So one incident happened today, and we are reporting for the newspaper. In the newspaper, people will read that tomorrow, only tomorrow. So what should be the tense that we may use? Past tense. We have to write past tense. So newspaper report and live TV report, there are a lot of difference between these 2 styles of reporting. Then another possible question is, write an article. What's an article? That we normally say in our newspapers. Some features we may see, some articles we may see. So we need to, it's not a quick report. It is an analysis of a lot of reports and also a lot of incidents, and we are coming to a particular conclusion. So it's an article. So we have to write it in detail. It is in a way a little bit difficult to write a very good article. It's possible to write an article with given data, and the facts and figures are important when we write an article, and also the relevant data should be true and we have to authentically state that, and there will be a particular point to state. Why do we write an article? See, we wish to state something, so that conclusion also should be proper. When we speak about travelogue and all, there is another style of writing that we may be asked to do. That is, give a travel info or travel information, a guide. What is that? How to reach Ooty, how to go to Kodaikanal. Normally, what will be the time that you have to travel? So, better season. What all things you have to see there? What all say food that you will get there, and specialties of that place. So that is a travel guide or a travel info. Such a question also may come. Apart from normal speech, we may find another style of speech also, that is introductory speech. Sometimes we may be asked to introduce a particular person. The question may be like this: so and so comes to your school to inaugurate your English club program. Then you please introduce that man, that person to your audience. You are the secretary of English club, like that. You will be edified, and you have to write that speech. Some hints also may be given. And sometimes you may be asked to write an introductory speech introducing a travel place, a tourist place. So such questions may appear in the question paper. Then you may find write a paragraph. That's a normal question. Then write an essay. So when you are asked to write a paragraph, normally the expected words are 75 words. And when you write a paragraph, you have to write one single main point and supporting points to support that particular main point. But when we write an essay, there will be 4 or 5 paragraphs, or at least 3 paragraphs. And in those paragraphs, there will be different points to discuss. In all the 3 or 4 paragraphs, we will have different topics. Means there will be a main topic, then subtopics will be in the paragraphs. And to support those subtopics, we will have details in the same paragraph. One main topic, then subtopics in different paragraphs. That is the style of essay. Better to write it in 5 paragraphs, one small introduction, then 3 paragraphs, then a short conclusion. And at the end of our question paper, we may find an unknown poem. We will be asked to write a review or appreciate the poem. We have to write the summary of the poem, then we have to make our own comments, then appreciate if we are able to connect it with some universal issue or some character or poem that we have already studied. Then we may analyze those things with this particular given poem. And then we have to write the rhyme scheme of the poem. Then we have to find out whether there is any simile or metaphor or metonymy or any other figure of speech used. Then is there any assonance, alliteration, such things. Then it is easy to say that normally the given poem will be written in simple language. The poetic diction means words. Poetic diction used will be simple also. So such things we may mention. So the poetic devices, the style of writing, everything we may just share. Whether the mood of the poem is sad or happy or romantic, what the mood of the poem is, that also we may share. So we will get 8 marks for that question. So normally we have covered many the major discourses and major grammar elements that may come here for our examination. Hope you will get good marks in our +1 English examination. All the best to all the students. Thank you.